Koholo Yahweh Bashem Yahushai Bashem Akakwadash, double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone of Ruel. I am not a member, however, I've entered into their labors. Peace and mercy to the sincere brothers and sisters doing this wherever you are, whatever your lot may be. Back at you. Another quick one. Here are a couple of precepts that I pulled, and it's really just about seeking the old paths, being coachable, and listening to the elders, right? And why we're going to start with Sirach 8 and 8, where it says dispose, but I don't know what's wrong with this autocorrect with iPhone. It's like, or I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's because I had it on the Spanish keyboard, and it changed. Who knows? Anyway, so we'll start with these scriptures here. And again, this is just simply a reminder to heed the warnings, all right, especially from when we're talking about the old, obviously, or older. We're talking about elders and prophets and the men of the great millstone and those that preach a like doctrine that have been in or been in this thing longer than any of us, especially me they've been in longer than I've been alive. So it would behoove you to take wise counsel. And the beauty of it is coming in late, or, so to speak, coming in late. It's almost like you get to binge watch your favorite anime, and anybody who's an anime watcher knowing, like, having to used to watch these things in real time when you had to wait a week for an episode or whatever. You can go back and look at everything that has been done over the last 30 years and watch it all come to fruition. You are living it, or we are living it, watching it all come to fruition before your very eyes. So it would, behoove you to keep your ears open and your mouth shut, or should I say our ears open and our mouth shut, and heed warnings. So let's Sirach 8 and 8. Where are we at? Ecclesiasticus 8 and 8. And we'll read 9. Despise not the discourse of the wise, but acquaint thyself with their proverbs. For of them thou shalt learn instruction, and how to serve great men with ease. Miss not the discourse of the elders, for they also learned of their fathers, and of them thou shalt learn understanding, and to give answer as need requireth. Okay, so you pair that with, what did I have? We'll do Isaiah 34. Actually, we'll do Jeremiah 6 and 16 first. Jeremiah 6 and 16. All right. Thus saith the Lord, stand ye in the ways and see, and ask for the old paths, where is the good way, and walk therein, and ye shall find rest for your souls. But they said, we will not walk therein. That is our people. All right. We want to do the opposite of the 2/3 of our people. And in every part of these scriptures, in every part of the Bible, you can find good examples and you can find bad examples. So it's pretty easy to determine what you should and shouldn't do. Now, battling the flesh, right, is a different story. But you've got to fast, you've got to pray, you've got to, do whatever it is you need to do to fight whatever demon, fight whatever vice, okay, that may be on you, especially into the times that we're coming in. All right, there is no going back. All right, there is no back to the 90s or back to the 80s feeling. All of that is gone. It is dead and gone, just like this place, because the Lord is just. So everything that Babylon has done throughout the world, all the turmoil and pain that it has caused, it will be returned onto this place. Okay, and we are going to be in the midst of the judgment here. So it is important, again, even now more so than ever, to make sure that your ears are perked up, taking heed to these lessons. If there are things that you need to brush up on them. and it'll strengthen your faith. It's a twofold thing. Not only do you um, build yourself up in learning and understanding these prophecies, but it also, in times of weakness, because we are in this flesh, it will rekindle that fire, rejuvenate you. It's just like food, right? That is bread, okay? And there are many scriptures that use the analogy of drinking wine or eating bread or something, ingesting something, and that is the analogy or a metaphor for taking in the knowledge. So let's go Isaiah 34:16. Because we all fall short, especially when it comes to reading. Like, I know that this past week I have fallen short. These past couple of days, you repent, you get back up, and you keep fighting. Every single day you fight. That is the patience, okay, and the faith of the saints. All right, you bide your time, and you get comfortable with being uncomfortable. All right, you suffer for righteousness' sake. All those things that are mentioned, and of course, the fire may or may not turn up. Who every brother's walk or is going to be different. But be that as it may, you continue on. In the spirit, you fight that good fight until the return, and that's something that you just have to believe. If your faith lacks, pray, fast. There are things you have to do to combat the flesh, and especially to combat these thoughts that come in your mind out of the blue, and you got to rebuke those immediately, off the rip. Don't let a seed fester and grow, or should I say, don't let that seed of doubt grow, or let that root rot or that fungus fester, because it grows, and next thing you know, hey, you assed out. And when that SHIT hits the fan, that realization is going to come upon you immediately. And now you're going to be, damn, I wish I would have, I should have, could have, would have. But then you'll be left to the elements. You'll be left to judgment. The very judgment that you read about while you were on fire. And you knew, like, that is not where I wanted to be. And look at you. All right, so it's important that we all, heed warnings, and we continue to try and remain in the spirit as much as possible. Isaiah 34:16, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read, and none of these shall fail. Talking about these prophecies, all right? This gloom and doom that is on the way here. None shall want her mate. You cannot pair anything with this Bible, right? You can use secular history, as examples, right, to show, here's what, this is this and that is that. But there is nothing that can be compared to this Bible. Nothing prophesies to a T outside of this Bible, okay? For my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. So the first part we just needed was the seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. And you have to continue to read. You have to continue to try and grow little by little. One brick at a time, you lay it, okay? No matter how long it takes, no matter how grueling it feels, each and every day, you have to lay that brick, all right? That spiritual brick, and build that fortress, which is the name of Yahweh, why Yahweh Shai, right? The name of the Lord is a strong tower. Every day that you commit to trying to remain in the spirit is a day that you've laid a brick into that strong tower. All right, and then the less you do, right? Well, when the enemy comes, your tower is not built. You can't see that enemy coming, and there's holes. You got holes in the defense. You're cooked. So we'll end it. I don't remember why I put Psalms 125, 3 and 4, but let's get it anyway, and then that'll be it. I forgot to put the note on Psalms 125, but hey, we're gonna get it right here. And if it fits, it fits. If not, then I've made the point. prayerfully you've been edified and that you stuck with me and you, are picking up what I'm putting down. There we go. Yeah. I think it fits. Let's read it anyway. It don't hurt. All right. For the rod of the wicked shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put forth their hand unto iniquity. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, right? That's why we strive. What is good? What is the barometer? What is your measurement of what is good and what is evil? Laws, statutes, and commandments. Being obedient, right? Not that the laws can save you, but that is your insurance policy. That's what you put away when you get your so-called your spiritual monthly check. Well, you take half of that and put it into the law, statutes, and commandment insurance policy, right? It just shows that you have faith and you believe that when the time comes to call upon that insurance, you got it there. Your premium is paid, okay? And verse 5, let's reread 4. I didn't finish it. Do good, O Lord, unto those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts. As for such as turn aside unto their crooked ways, the Lord shall lead them forth with the workers of iniquity, but peace shall be upon Israel. We are looking for peace, especially in the midst of the storm. The eye of the storm is well on its way. We are looking for peace. All right. Peace within while chaos is all around us. So again, I truly pray that you are edified and that the message hits home with whoever it needs to hit home for. Shalom.